flowers are in bloom.
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
Life moves on. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? You there. Eyes on me. Life moves on. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Shall I sing us a marching song? My time to shine. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? I am justice. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? The flowers are in bloom. You there. Eyes on me. I'm you there. Eyes on me. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. You told you that the flowers are in bloom. I'll write you a beauty. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Just as I envisioned. You there. Eyes on me. Like moves on. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Time for a victory ballad. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? My arrows shall pierce the darkness. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Time for a victory ballad. Like with my arrows shall pierce the darkness. Told you I wouldn't let you down. Do you mind if I listen to my thoughts? Like Moonstone. My time to shine. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Where to, dear fellow? Shall I sing us a marching song? The flowers are in bloom. You there? Eyes on me. Told you I wouldn't let you down. Where to, dear fellow? Fellow. Flowers are in bloom. Shall I sing us a marching song? Life moves on. Shall I sing us a marching song? The flowers are in bloom. My time to shine. Life moves on. Do you mind? I am just. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. My time to shine. Shall I sing us a marching song? are you using my sword? Like moves on. My time to shine. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Time for I am justice. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. My time to shine. Where to, dear fellow? My arrows shall pierce the darkness. All right, you, you I am just like Muton. All right, you, you there. Eyes on me. The flowers are in bloom. My arrows, I am justice. Where to, dear fellow? My time to shine. The flowers are in bloom. You there, my arrows shall pierce the darkness. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. So clever, you there. Eyes on me. Time for a victory ballad. I am justice. The flowers are in bloom. My time to shine. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? All right, you, The flowers are in bloom. Like moves on. You there. Eyes on where to. I am justice. All right, you, a beautiful epitaph. You there. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. You there. Eyes on me. My time to shine. Just as I envisioned. Where to, dear fellow? You there. Eyes on me. Just as my arrows shall pierce the darkness. My time to shine. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. You there. Eyes on me. I'll write you a beautiful like you thought. pierce the darkness. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. My time to shine. I am justice. You there. Eyes on me. Do you mind if I use this in my next sword? Where to, dear fellow? Do you mind if I use this in my next sword? I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Where to, dear fellow? Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Shall I sing us a marching song? Where to, dear fellow? I am justice. Shall I sing us a marching song? I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? The flowers are in bloom. I am just. I'll write you a. Do you mind if I use this in my next? I am just. My time to shine. I am just. The flowers are in bloom. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Like flowers are in bloom. Shall I sing us a marching song? Where to, dear fellow? Shall I sing us a marching? The flowers are in bloom. The flowers are in bloom. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Time for a victory. The flowers are in bloom. Where to, dear fellow? Life moves on. The flowers are in bloom. Life moves on. The flowers are in bloom. Life moves on. Life moves on. The flowers are in bloom. All right, you get it. I am just you there. Eyes on me. All right, you there. The flowers are in bloom. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? My time to shine. Shall I sing us a marching? My arrows shall be all right, you epitaph. Told you I wouldn't let my arrows shall pierce the darkness. All right, you the flowers are in bloom. My time to shine. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Life moves on. All right, you epitaph. My time to shine. Time for a victory ballad. The flowers are in bloom. Life moves on. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? The flowers are in bloom. You there. Eyes on me. All right, you where to, dear fellow? I am justice. Free as the wind. Life moves on. Where to, my time to shine. Time for a victory ballad. All right, you shall I sing us a marching song? My time to shine. Life moves on. Please. Forgive me.
Who goes there?
Let's smoke.
What are you looking at? Hey, boss.
Enough idling. Enough idling. We cannot afford mistakes.
How vulgar of you!
This will be a remarkable journey. Quickly, while my patience remains.
How vulgar of you!
This will be a remarkable journey.
Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Quickly, while my patience remains. Witness the splendor of the Arcane. Quickly, while my patience remains. Witness the splendor of the Arcane. Quickly.
Breathe!
Another problem resolved. We cannot afford mistakes.
You cannot flee! Ice can burn far worse than fire. Primitive behavior. You cannot flee!
Enough idling.
Inspiration could strike me at any moment. Oh, I'm free as the wind.
Enough idling.
How vulgar of you! Breathe!
I saw through there. This will be...
You cannot flee! Breathe! How vulgar of you!
We cannot afford mistakes.
How vulgar of you!
Hardly a challenge. This will be...
Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Witness the splendor of the Arcane.
Breathe!
I saw through their ruse.
You cannot flee!
We cannot afford mistakes.
How vulgar of you! Breathe! What primitive behavior!
Enough idling.
Ice can burn far worse.
We cannot afford mistakes. Witness the splendor.
You cannot flee! Breathe!
Another problem Witness the splendor of the arcane. Enough I saw through their ruse. We cannot afford mistakes. This will be a remarkable journey. We cannot afford mistakes. Witness the splendor of the arcane. We cannot afford mistakes.
Free! Flee? How vulgar of you! You cannot flee?
Another problem resolved.
Cannot flee.
Hardly a challenge. Quickly, while my patience remains.
How vulgar of you!
I saw through their ruse. Quickly.
Free!
Another problem resolved. This will be a remarkable journey.
Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
Free!
We cannot afford mistakes. Enough idling. We cannot afford mistakes.
How vulgar of you! Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Enough idling.
How vulgar of you! Cannot flee. How vulgar of you! You cannot flee. Ice can burn far worse than fire. Free! Flee. Free. Far worse than fire.
Quickly, while my patience remains.
What primitive behavior! You cannot flee.
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
Primitive behavior.
Another problem resolved. Quickly, while my patience remains.
How vulgar!
I saw through their ruse. Enough idling.
You cannot flee. How vulgar! Free.
We cannot afford mistakes.
You cannot flee. Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Quickly,
Primitive behavior.
another problem resolved.
How vulgar of
Enough idling.
you! Free!
Quickly, while my patience remains.
Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Witness the splendor of the arcane. Enough idling. Witness the splendor of the arcane.
Primitive behavior.
Quickly, while my patience...
You cannot flee.
Hardly a challenge. We cannot afford mistakes.
Primitive behavior.
I saw through their ruse. Quickly, while my...
How vulgar of you!
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
Ice can burn far free! How vulgar of you! Free!
Quickly, while my patience remains.
How vulgar of you! Primitive behavior.
This will be a remarkable journey.
Free!
Hardly a challenge. Enough idling. Witness the splendor of the arcane.
Free! You cannot flee!
Enough idling.
Free!
Witness the splendor of the arcane. We cannot afford mistakes. This will be a remarkable journey. Quickly, while my patience remains. This will be a remarkable journey. Witness the splendor of the arcane. This will be a remarkable journey. We cannot afford mistakes. Witness the splendor of the arcane. This will be a remarkable journey.
can... What primitive behavior? Breathe!
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
You cannot flee!
We cannot afford mistakes. Enough idling.
Breathe!
We cannot afford mistakes.
How vulgar of
This will be a remarkable journey.
you! Breathe!
I saw
What primitive behavior?
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
How vulgar of you!
Hardly a challenge.
You cannot flee!
Enough idling.
How vulgar of you! What primitive behavior?
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
Ice can burn far worse than fire. How vulgar of you! Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Another problem resolved.
What primitive behavior?
Enough idling.
You cannot flee!
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
Ice can burn far worse than fire.
I saw through their ruse.
You cannot flee! Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Another problem resolved. We cannot afford mistakes. This will be a remarkable journey.
Primitive behavior. How vulgar of you!
This will be a remarkable journey.
Breathe! You cannot flee! What
I
primitive?
saw through their ruse.
Ice can burn far.
Enough idling. Quickly. Well,
How vulgar of you! Ice can burn far worse than fire. How vulgar of you!
I saw through their ruse.
You cannot flee! Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Witness the splendor of the arcane.
How vulgar of you! vulgar of you! Ice can burn far worse than fire.
Another problem resolved. I saw through their ruse. Enough idling.
Ice can... How vulgar of you! What primitive behavior! Ice can burn far worse than fire. You cannot flee!
While my patience remains.
What primitive behavior!
I was misguided.
Light moves on. Light moves on. Huh. That was unexpected. The flowers are in bloom. Shall I sing us a marching song? The flowers are in bloom. Shall I sing us a marching song? Light moves on. Shall I sing us a marching song? You there. Eyes on me. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Light moves on. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Shall I sing us a marching song? My time to shine. You there. Eyes on me. My time to shine. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Life moves on. flowers are in bloom. Where to, dear fellow? The flowers are in bloom. Life moves on. The flowers are in bloom. Life moves on. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. My time to shine. I am justice. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Told you it was my time to shine. I am justice. My time to shine. My arrows shall pierce the dark. My time to shine. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? You there. Eyes on me. Life moves on. Shall I sing us a marching song? You there. Eyes on... Do you mind if I use this in my next story? I am justice. Told you I wouldn't let you down. Where to, dear fellow? Life moves on. Shall I sing us a marching song? The flowers are in bloom. Need me to do a little reconnaissance? The flowers are in bloom. You there. Eyes on me. Shall I sing us a marching song? My time to shine. You there. Eyes on me. Time for a victory ballad. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Where to, dear fellow? My time to shine. Told you I wouldn't let you. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? The flowers are in bloom. Shall I sing us a marching song? I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Life moves on. I am justice. I'll write you a... Shall I sing us a marching song? My time to shine. Life moves on. I am justice. My time to shine. The flowers are in bloom. I'll write you a beautiful epitaph. Told you I wouldn't let you down. You there. I'll write you a beauty. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. You there. Eyes on me. I am justice. Light moves on. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Light moves on. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Shall I sing us a marching song? Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Shall I sing us a marching song? I am justice. My time to shine. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Where to, dear fellow? My arrows shall pierce. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Light moves on. Where to, dear fellow? Shall I sing us a marching song? Light moves on. Shall I sing us a marching song? Light moves on. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Shall I sing us a marching song? Do you mind if I use this in my next... My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Shall I sing us a marching song? Light moves on. I am justice. I'll write you a beauty. Shall I sing us a marching song? Shall I sing us a marching song? Light moves on. My time to shine. Where to, dear fellow? Shall I sing us a marching song? Light moves on. Shall I sing us a marching song? Shall I sing us a marching song? My arrows shall pierce the darkness. My time to shine. Told you I wouldn't let... Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Do you mind if I use this in my next story? Where to my arrows shall pierce the darkness. My time to shine. You there. Told you I wouldn't. Life moves on. My arrows shall pierce the darkness. Where to, dear fellow? My time to shine. Shall I sing us a marching song? I'll write you a beaut. Do you mind if I use this in my next story? You there. Eyes on me. The flowers are in bloom. My time to shine. Life moves on. I was heading that way, as it happened. The flowers are in bloom. Where to, dear fellow? I was heading that way, as it happened. Stay sharp. Life moves on. The flowers are in bloom.
Let's replenish our supplies.
I will follow your instructions, mortal.